FX Hulu melodrama isn't true. And I'm like, none of it's true. They were both pretty awful, shallow, vain, selfish people. He was a moron. He was a true idiot. And I believe, I theorize it with a lot of legitimacy in the book, and I've done so on The Nerve because we're recapping it every week. I think that was a murder-suicide. I really do.
Wow. Okay, well, hold on, Marie. First of all, before we get that's a big thing. We can address that in a second. I want to hear your details on that.
Oh, I knew you would love that theory. Whoa. I knew it.
Well, you think I love that theory. All the stuff you said before that, inject it right into my veins, Maureen. Every time I walk in and my wife is watching the show. And by the way, my wife, who is totally like as right-wing as I am, she knows all this stuff, but she's still watching the show. So
it's game on. Welcome to Artesia Bulldog Baseball on AM 990 and 93.7 FM KSVP and online at ksvptv.com.
AM 990. And the pitch by Ghana. Fuentes drills that one to center field. That ball's out of here. That's a two-run bomb by Jet Fuentes.
Bulldog Baseball on KSVP AM and FM and at ksvptv.com is presented by Abo Empire, Artesia Animal Clinic, Artesia Credit Union, Artesia Ford Sales, Artesia Historical Museum, Artesia Plumbing and Heating, Big O Tires of Carlsbad, Bulldog Outfitters, Kane Electric Supply, City of Artesia Police Department, Deeds Incorporated, Devon Energy, Eddy County DWI, Edge Safety, Faith Baptist Church, First American Bank, Ben's Country Market, First Church of Artesia, Forest Tire of Artesia and Carlsbad, Guy Chevrolet, H&R Block, Hermosa Church of Christ, Hawker & Son, Incredible Printing, J.S. Ward Insurance, J&J Home Care, KC Light Tower, KFC of Artesia, Lois Oliver Real Estate, Mac Energy, Major Supply, Nels Floral, Permian Construction, Pressure Services, Reliable Tint, Remax Axiom, Smile Expression, Southeast New Mexico College, Tate Branch of Artesia, Turpinning & Sons Mortuary, Western Bank, Wilbanks LLC, Amigo Machinery, Artesia General Hospital, Bob Reed Pest Control, Central Valley Electric Cooperative, ENMU Portales and ENMU Roswell, Moppin and Brown Dentistry, Pecos Valley Equipment, and Trustmark Group. Now, on to the action.
Hungry for flavor? Since 1965, La Fonda in Artesia has been serving up some of the most inventive New Mexican dishes around. From rich, slow-cooked red and green chili to sizzling carne avocada, every bite is tradition with a twist.
That chicken enchilada plate, so spicy, so comforting, just what I needed.
Come visit us at 210 West Main in Artesia or call 575-746-9377. We're open Monday through Friday from 11 till 2 and 4:30 to 8. Closed on weekends. Treat yourself to something local. La Fonda, where flavor feels like home.
Attention sports fans. Come explore Carlsbad Ford's huge inventory. From sleek sedans to rugged trucks, Carlsbad Ford has a huge variety of vehicles to fit your lifestyle. The best cars, the best trucks. Come find out why Carlsbad Ford is the best in southeastern New Mexico. Oh, yeah! At Carlsbad Ford Lincoln, their team is dedicated to helping you find the perfect vehicle with the best offers available. Carlsbad Ford, 2802 West Pierce, a proud supporter of high school sports.
Searching for a church that honors God? Come to First Church Artesia at 4th and Grand. We're a family of believers putting Christ first, preaching the Bible with reverence and uniting all ages in family-integrated worship. Sundays at 10:45 a.m., experience the timeless truth and heartfelt praise. We're reaching Artesia with the good news, living all of Christ for all of life. Check out artesiareform.com or find us on Facebook, First Church Artesia, where faith thrives.
Picture this. You're behind the wheel of a John Deere compact tractor. You're effortlessly breaking ground, moving piles of rocks just by moving a lever, and enjoying the sun as you clear brush across your pasture. We could keep trying to put you in the moment, but to really understand what this feels like, you just have to get in the seat.
Stop by Pecos Valley Equipment in Artesia and Roswell, or visit us online at pecosvalleyequipment.com.
You've got questions about college, Eastern New Mexico.
Different journeys will begin. And when their journeys unite, together will become one experience. Our campuses across New Mexico in Portales, Roswell, and Ruidoso come together to provide you the support as one family. We are one family that share one goal, one opportunity at a time. We are one Eastern.
Museum's Art Center through March 31st. Discover beautiful handcrafted quilts showcasing artistry, tradition, and local talent. The exhibit is open daily from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. and 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. Visit the Artesia Historical Museum at 505 West Richardson Avenue. For more information, visit artesiamuseum.org. Don't miss the annual quilt show through March 31st. Paid for by Artesia Lodgers Tax. Got a tax refund coming? Put it to work at Reliable Tint in Artesia. The New Mexico sun is already heating things up, and professionally tinted windows can keep your vehicle cooler, protect your interior, and take the strain off your air conditioning. Reliable Tint also offers home and office window tinting to help save energy and protect your belongings from fading. And Reliable Tint handles auto glass replacements and repairs. Visit us at reliabletint.com. Reliable Tint. Stay cooler. Drive happier. Do you have missing teeth or would like them replaced? If you think dental implants are not affordable, think again. At Maupin & Brown Dentistry, their goal has always been to provide the highest quality dentistry in a state-of-the-art office at a reasonable price. They routinely treat patients that have traveled out of town for a consultation but cannot afford the treatment quoted. Now, if this sounds like your story, come in today. As one of New Mexico's largest users of the world-class Nobel brand implants, they're able to purchase in volume and pass the savings on to you.
So, if you're missing a tooth or have loose dentures, call today for a free evaluation, which includes a free 3D x-ray. You'll be given treatment options with an honest evaluation with no hard sell or arm twisting. But don't take our word for it. Just ask one of the thousands of patients they've treated. Maupin & Brown Dentistry, your choice for experienced, affordable, state-of-the-art dentistry. Call 627-0141 or visit maupinbrown.com.
Hey there, Bulldog baseball fans. I'm Joby Hodling, joined by Coach Bickle of Artesia Bulldog Baseball. We're on the pregame show up here at the Sal Puentes tournament. Probably the toughest tournament, Coach, overall in terms of 4A, 5A schools that you'll have. We're going to get to that in just a minute. You got a game coming up here against the number one team in the state. They may be nationally ranked. They're really good, the Cleveland Storm. But let's talk about last night's win, or Tuesday night's win over NIMI, New Mexico Military Institute.
Yeah, so again, that was a game where it seemed like we were hitting the ball, but just right at them every time. And so we'd like for the score to be a little bit bigger, but out of 4 hits, we were able to win the game, and so they actually out hit us 5-4 if you look at the stats, but they allowed 4 errors and we capitalized on those, and so. We'll definitely get a chance to show that we're getting a little bit sharper out there in this next tournament. But I think our pitching, we threw Diego Morales right out of the gate, and then Derek Warren, and then we finished with Charlie Campbell. And so those guys come in, and that was our plan, 40 each. And Diego just kept wanting to go. He's like, Coach, let me go. And so it's kind of fun to see the competitive edge to those guys coming back and seeing what they can build on and go right in this Rio Rancho tournament.
Well, so your 4 baseball players that came over from basketball, they all pitched now. They've all gotten, so 3 of them last night. You had Jack pitch this last weekend at your tournament. So they've all got in, got a little action, like you said, got that competitive juices going as pitchers. All right, so now you're coming in, you got Cleveland coming up here in just a little bit, and Bulldog fans, stay right here because we'll have it when the game starts. But Cleveland, year in and year out, tough team. The other 3 5A teams that are in this tournament are Rio Rancho, La Cueva, and Carlsbad. Year in and year out, those are 4 of the top schools in baseball in the state. And then in our division, 4A, same thing. You got you guys. You got Goddard, who right now is ranked number 1 in 4A. You've got St. Pius and Academy. I think they're like 4 or 3 and 5 or something. And you guys right now coming in ranked number 7. Talk about this tournament. Let's talk about Cleveland, and then you might just visit a little bit just about the overall tournament.
Yeah, so Cleveland, what you got to know about them is they got a lot of talent. I mean, there's a lot of talent on that team. Kind of the scouting reports that are coming through, or that if you miss, they make you pay. Yeah. They hit every pitch, any count, and so we're excited to throw Jack and see how that goes, and it should be pretty even as far as what we have on the mound and what's at the plate, and so I'd like to see that competitive edge again come out with Jack and against these guys. And last year we gave Jack the shot at this, and I know he's just hungry for some redemption. It didn't go his way and kind of had to pull him a little bit early. But yeah, overall the tournament though, like this is why we go there, is to see that talent and to be challenged and you might say exposed, but I would say it helps us grow and learn where we can get better at. And so you play this game and you turn around and you have either Rio Rancho or Academy, right? And you got to play good baseball in that game. Then even if whatever the third game of this tournament is, you're still playing a top-notch team. And so this is why we come up there, because you're going to get 3 good, solid baseball games.
Well, Coach, we want to wish you good luck. And Bulldog fans, if you're watching this, you could be sitting here in the stadium, but if you're not, keep it right here, because we're going to have Bulldog baseball coming up here shortly. Go Bulldogs.
Artesia General Hospital presents expert advice for a healthy spring. Seasonal transitions can affect your immune system and respiratory health. Combat allergies by monitoring pollen forecasts and using prescribed treatments consistently. Increase physical activity gradually to avoid strain after a less active winter. Prioritize hydration and balanced nutrition, focusing on fresh produce rich in antioxidants and vitamins. Spring is also an ideal time for preventive screenings and annual checkups. Early detection remains one of the most powerful tools in healthcare. Healthy habits this season build a foundation for wellness all year long. Healthy Tips, proudly presented by Artesia General Hospital. Ready to help take care of you and your family.
Philippians chapter 4 and verse 8 says, "Finally, brothers, whatever is true, honorable, just, pure, lovely, commendable, if there is any excellence, if there is anything worthy of praise, think about such things." I want to give you some practicals. Try turning on music that proclaims God's goodness and love, filling your mind with truth. Before you flip on the TV or scroll through social media, resolve to examine all of that stuff with Philippians 4 and verse 8. Ask God to help you recognize any lies the enemy is trying to feed you and choose to exchange them for God's truth and promises in your life. See, I want us to stop right now to pray through the words of this verse, asking God to reveal additional ways you might set your mind on what is true, noble, right, pure, lovely, admirable, excellent, and praiseworthy. Can you do that? And if you graded yourself right now, how would you be doing in that? And if you need a change, come visit us at the Hermosa Church of Christ.
At First American Bank, we champion for you and your small business. Our dedicated business banking team offers you individualized financial solutions, lending expertise, innovative products, and personal attention. Our goal is to help you be ready for your next opportunity. Let us be your partner in growth and success, because when you succeed, we do too. First American Bank, your local first community bank since 1903. Equal housing lender.
It's Ford Truck Month at Artesia Ford Sales. Right now, get 0% financing for 60 months, plus a $1,000 rebate on brand new Ford F-150s. We're closing out remaining 25 models. Certified pre-owns can be financed for just 4.49% and come with a 7-year, 100,000-mile warranty. Artesia Ford is family-owned and operated with a great selection of new, used, and certified pre-owned Ford trucks ready to go to work. So come see Robbie and the crew at Artesia Ford Sales today. But hurry, Truck Month ends March 31st.
H&R Block of Artesia is proud to be a member of the community and a sponsor of Artesia Bulldog Sports. At H&R Block, tax time is all the time. They offer year-round assistance for personal or business needs. From simple tax questions to bookkeeping, payroll services, and more. You can trust the team at H&R Block to be there when you need them most. Stop by 502 West Texas Suite A in Artesia or call 746-3456 to schedule an appointment. H&R Block, proud to support Bulldog Sports. Se habla español.
To be a champion, each team member must do their part to help the team win. That is true in business too. Edge Safety and Services LLC want to do their part to help your business win. They specialize in several field services: sandblasting, coating steamers, pressure washing, repairs, and cleanouts. Edge Safety also offers drug and alcohol screening and on-site services and safety trainings to make you better. Edge Safety and Services LLC, 575-736-1047. Proud supporter of the Artesia Bulldogs.
When you need tough, reliable equipment that gets the job done right, turn to your local Kubota experts. Amigo Machinery in Roswell is proud to be your hometown Kubota dealer, offering a full line of tractors, mowers, and construction equipment, plus genuine parts and expert service and advice. Locally owned and operated and here for you. Stop by Amigo Machinery at 2801 Southeast Main Street in Roswell or call us at 575-624-2026. Amigo Machinery, your trusted local Kubota dealer for all of Southeast New Mexico.
Hey there, Bulldog fans. Welcome to KSVPTV.com, KSVP Radio. We're on AM and FM 990N. 93.7. We're on Facebook and YouTube as well. Joby Hodling here with you. We're at the Sal Puentes Tournament in Rio Rancho, New Mexico. The Artesia Bulldogs are the home team. They won the flip, taking on the Cleveland Storm. Cleveland coming into today 13-0, ranked number 1 in the state of New Mexico at 5A, and of course across all classes as well. The Bulldogs coming in ranked 7th. They're the defending state champs, coming in number 7 in Class 4A. 5-4 on the season, so a little bit of a slow start for the Bulldogs, but I think they're, of course, going to warm up. Playing up here in this tournament, best tournament, I think, in the state of New Mexico in terms of overall competition. They put 4 of the top 5A schools and 4 of the top 4A schools, and they pit them against each other here on day 1. We carried the Goddard game just a couple hours ago. Well, just a few minutes ago, really, it ended. Goddard played La Cueva, the number 3 ranked team in 5A. Goddard, of course, the number 1 ranked team right now in 4A. They fell to the La Cueva Bears 8-1. Faced the LSU commit Blomker, the pitcher, about 6'4", and had a scout here for the New York Mets standing right beside me where I'm sitting, and he had the gun on Blomker. Hey guys. Well, I had some students just sit down in front of me, but I think they're enough over, and they'll leave pretty quick. Rio Rancho students coming over each period, I think. Anyways, found out there's 22 pro scouts here to watch Goddard and La Cueva and to watch Artesia and Cleveland. And one of them's, 3 or 4 of them are standing up here beside me, actually, but one of them had a gun. And Blomker, man, he threw in the 90s, mid-90s, all game long with his fastball. He also had a really hard bite slider. He was throwing his fastball with a 2,600 spin rate average and about, hey, hold on. No, can't sit here. Can't sit here right here. I can't see if you, no. Sorry. All right, I'm having to tell students they can't sit in front of me. Sorry about that. Anyways, up to 2,800 to 3,000 spin rate on that breaking ball. Really good pitcher. He's committed to LSU. Of course, we have our pitcher now coming out to play. Be Jack Byers starting for the Bulldogs today. He's committed to Arizona. And then the pitcher for La Cueva, also really good. I'm not sure where he's going, but really good. The big first baseman, I thought we may be facing their number 1 pitcher. I'm not sure, but it's Xavier Vasquez. He is being DH'd for. Bulldogs again coming in 5-4 on the season. Cleveland 13-0. Number 1 5A versus number 7 in 4A. Coaches are out meeting with the umpires. 2-man crew here at the Rio Rancho Sal Puentes tournament, at least here on day 1. And so let me give you the starters for Cleveland Storm, who are the visitors. Number 8, Anthony Del Angel, is playing shortstop. I think that's the big kid that normally plays first base. I wonder if I got him in there wrong. Let me look at my lineups. Anyway, he's leading off. Maybe it's a brother. Let's see here. No, shortstop. Anthony Del Angels. That may be the big kid. Batting second is Caleb Budiger. He's playing right field, wears number 25. Batting third is the catcher, Benjamin Herman. He is wearing number 17. Second baseman, number 6, Francisco Hernandez, batting cleanup. Number 7 is Trevin Polanco, playing DH and batting 5th. Left fielder, number 4, Caleb Sandoval, batting in the 6th hole. Number 11 is Santino Williams, playing third base, batting 7th. Batting 8th is first baseman, number 5, Noah Segura. And batting 9th, number 12, Peyton Knoll, playing out in center field. For the Artesia Bulldogs, we have number 17, Jared Flores, starting and in left field. Center fielder, number 16, Jet Whitmire. Number 8, Charlie Campbell over in right. The infield goes like this. Number 13, Elijah Carrasco, playing third, with Dalen Pacheco, number 9, over at first. Up the middle, number 2, Jet Fuentes at short, and number 6, Derek Warren playing second base. Brant Usherwood, number 7, is the battery mate to the aforementioned number 12, Jack Byers. Beautiful day up here in Rio Rancho. Day 1 of the South Fuentes tournament. A lot, I think I just said it a minute ago, but it's worth bearing because probably the most scouts I've seen at a high school baseball game over my years. 22 of them here. And when Jack was down in the bullpen, there was like 4 guys standing over there watching him. Of course, Jack already committed to Arizona, but all these scouts and the scout from the Mets told me in game 1, Goddard and La Cueva, he told me, he said, there's 22 scouts here. And he said, we're here to see these 2 games, the Goddard Rockets and the La Cueva Bears and the Bulldogs and the Cleveland Storm. Bulldogs have just taken the field wearing their long white pants with orange belts, black jerseys, and black caps. They've got the piping and orange around their shirts, and they got the white numbers and letters with the orange around those. And the Bulldog face, I think it's the Bulldog face on the caps. So they're warming up right now. Cleveland wearing their light gray uniforms with the baby blue or the sky blue numbers and piping. They're also wearing long pants. So we're about to get underway here. Second game of the day, so second game of the tournament. As Jack is warming up and Usherwood catching him in and the infield throwing it around and outfield throwing it around as well. It's a tall order for the Bulldogs. This is a really good team in the Cleveland Storm. Their number 1 pitcher no hit Rio Rancho last week. Rio Rancho in this tournament as well. Of course, they're hosting it, the South Fuentes tournament here at Rio Rancho High School. If you've never been here to the Rio Rancho Rams baseball field, I think it's a pretty close second to Artesia. They don't have as many stands as we do, but they do all seat back, and it's under a metal roof. All the stands under metal roof. I'm up on the mezzanine right against the back of the stands, and up behind me is a pretty good walkway, and then behind that, just about, 10, 15 feet from me is the concession stand. And what Rio Rancho High School's been doing all day is every inning or every period over there, they send that period over here to the ballpark. They walk across a couple big parking lots between Rio Rancho High School buildings and the ball field here. And boy, they just clean it up at the concession stand. So smart move there as these kids, plus all the fans, plus all the scouts, spending a lot of money. All right, so coming to bat, leading things off here as we get underway is number 8, Anthony Del Angel. He is a big kid. He's going to lead off playing shortstop. He'll step in to face Byers. Usherwood sets up on the inner third. Here's the pitch. Fastball in. He got him to pop fly deep to left field. Back, and against the wall. And the first pitch, Del Angel hits a bomb. Boy, Jack running in on him, but that kid is good. He's committed to OU. And the first pitch he saw, he hits it high and deep, and Flores went all the way to the wall. And it sailed out here by a long shot. Really big hit, first pitch for a home run. And again, Jack ran that fastball in on him. He turned on it, got around, and he just hit it hard and out of here. All right, that brings number 25, Caleb Budiger to the plate. He is the right fielder. First pitch, good pitch, just misses outside on the fastball. Maybe a little high as well. The left-hander, Caleb Budiger, steps back in. Bulldog defense playing pretty much straight away, kind of shallow in center field. As Whitmire is kind of cheated in, right field and left field about normal. There's a nice fastball called, strike 1 on the outside edge. 1-1 to Budiger. On deck is the catcher, Benjamin Herman, and in the hole, second baseman, Francisco Hernandez. Byers from the stretch to the set to the plate, and that one sails on him off to the left. Ball 2, 2-1 now the count, as that one kind of got away from him. All right, Byers taking a long look in. Budiger batting from the left side. 2-1 the count and the pitch. Fastball a little up. Ball 3, so 3-1 now. As Byers will bear down here. Bring it across. It's 1-0 early. The leadoff batter, Del Angel, just powered one over the right left field fence. And the pitch, high and away, ball 4. So that pitch came in at 90 miles an hour for Jack, but it was high and away. So coming to bat will be number 17. He also batting from the left side. The catcher, Benjamin Herman, will step in. Probably a switch hitter. I'll see when he comes out and plays defense. Byers a long look in. He'll come set. Takes one peek, now to the plate. Good fastball. Called, strike one. Caught the outside edge, kind of running away from the batter, Herman. Jack sets up on the farthest corner toward the first base side on the rubber. Quick set, peek to second. Not a very big lead to first. Not a very big lead. There's a good breaking ball. It's going to be a little pop fly, and that's a double. Oh, bounced it. I thought it was a pop fly, but it bounced right in front of the plate. Really high chopper. Dalen catches it and touches first base, but it was up high enough and long enough that getting down to second base was the runner. So the runner at second base. That was a ground ball 3 for the out. And being pushed over worked out like a bunt kind of, although it was a chopper. I thought it was a pop fly, but it actually hit right in front of the plate to the right side and went way up high. Dalen caught it and stepped on first base, but the runner was already at second. That brings Francisco Hernandez to the plate, batting in the 4-hole, the second baseman. And the pitch. Curveball. Call, strike one. Front doored him. A lot of spin rate on that. Yeah, 2,800 spin rate, 75 mile an hour curveball. Caught the front corner to the right-hander Hernandez. 0-1 the count. He takes a look back at second. Not a very big lead. Here's the pitch. Another one of those and another strike. Another great pitch there for Jack. So 0-2 quickly with one out and one run across for the Storm. Budiger stands at second base in scoring position. Fuentes kind of sneaking in behind him. Now he'll pop back over. Now Warren, now the pitch. It's high. Ball 1. That was up about face level, a little inside. So 1-2 the count to Hernandez. On deck, Trevin Polanco, the DH, and in the hole, Caleb Sandoval, the left fielder. Byers comes set, takes a long look back and out of the plate. And he check swinged him in a foul ball. So it'll stay 1-2. That pitch up a little, almost letter high, fastball. He tried to check his swing and not swing at it, but he caught it. Tipped it backwards, so foul ball strike. 1-2 the count remains, one out. Byers comes set. He looks back at second. Warren kind of sneaking in. Now he bounces back over. And the pitch. Good curveball. Just misses low for ball 2. 2-2 the count. Big crowd here. Of course, a lot of them are the students from Rio Rancho. It's been that way all game long for Goddard and La Cueva, as students would file in, get in the concession stand line, and sit down. Byers comes set, takes a look, now to the plate. Tried to get him to chase up, but he did not, so ball 2. No, that's ball 3, full count. Now to Hernandez. Byers looking into his catcher, Usherwood. Now he comes set. And the pitch. Oh, and he hit him. So that puts a man down at first base, hit by pitch. So Jack's now thrown 15 pitches. And he's got runners at first and second with one out. So now the Bulldogs have some choices on double play balls, and they got the infield fly rule in effect as well. Trevor Polanco, number 7, DHing, batting from the left side. He's right up. He got his left foot in the back of the box, but toe right up on the front edge toward the plate. He's up over the plate. First pitch, a little bit high, and outside, ball 1. He run that fastball away. It was a little bit high. So he's right up in the box, right up on the plate, but back at the back of the box. Usherwood sets up on the outer third. That's where he threw it, but too far out, ball 2. So Byers right now struggling a little bit. That first pitch, pretty good pitch, but he threw it into Del Angel, and he just turned on it and hit it out of here. Hard to do that on a Jack Byers fastball in, but that kid's pretty good. OU commit against the Arizona commit. There's a good fastball, blew it by him, strike 1. Right down the middle, big cut, couldn't catch up with it. 2-1 now the count with one out. As Polanco steps back in. Sandoval, the left fielder, on deck, and the third baseman, Williams. in the hole. Byers comes set to the plate. Again, just blew it by him. Strike 2. Swinging strike to the big, tall lefty. He's probably 6 foot. I said big, tall, but he's probably a 6-footer at the plate. Trevin Polanco. All right, Byers set. 2-2 the count and the pitch. Blew it by him again. Strike 3, strikeout swinging, and that's out. Number 2 for the Bulldog defense. Which brings to the plate number 4, the left fielder Caleb Sandoval. Caleb batting from the right side. Steps in to face Byers. He's got his back foot right on the back line. They've all been playing back, although I think Del Angel was up in the middle of the box. Here's the pitch. Fastball, blew it right by him again. Jack just ought to live on that, as he has thrown 4 straight now, all of them swinging strikes. 3 to the first to that batter before, and now a 4th one here to this batter. Just blew it by him. Jack takes a look back, now to the plate. Blew it by him again. I'd just stay with that, Jack. He is throwing that fastball right through him. 0-2 quickly to Sandoval with 2 outs here in the bottom, or the top of the first inning. Again, Byers comes set. Looks back, Warren playing in, now it bounces out, and he throws that one outside. Good catch there by Usherwood to make sure that didn't get to the screen. He had to reach to his right, left side of the plate. He stabbed it. It was a fastball, and it was coming. All right, Byers again from the stretch. 1-2 the count with 2 outs here in the top of the first inning. 1-0 Rams. Not Rams, Storm. Here's the 1-2, curveball, didn't break quite enough, tried to front door him, that's ball 2. Stayed inside. All right, Jack again from the stretch, runners at first and second, 2 down, not a big lead back there at second. Here's the pitch, swung on, he stays alive, hits it foul off to the right side over toward the JV field. Another fastball that he brought right down. All right, again, Jack from the stretch. People walking in front of me. Again, hits it off to the right side and out of play, so he stays alive again on a good fastball there from Byers. The count remains with 2 outs. Got Deuces Wild up on the board. Byers to the plate. Curveball. He hits it hard. Jet reaches for it, but he can't get there. Throw coming into the plate. Play at the plate, but it's going to be safe. As the left fielder for the Bulldogs, Flores, cut it off in the gap and threw it in, but it pulled Usherwood up the line and kind of back behind to the left side, and sliding in safely on that single was the runner from second base. So 2-0 here in the top of the inning. 2 down, and at the plate, Santino Williams, number 11. He is the number 7 batter. Here's the, ooh, high and tight, threw him some chin music. He got out of the way of it. Ball 1. Santino wears number 11. He plays third base today for the Storm, and Byers comes set. He'll take a peek back at second. To the plate, fastball on the outside edge. Call, strike 1. Jack gets back up on the rubber far right side of it, looking into his catcher Usherwood. Comes set and to the plate. Fastball, choked him in. That's going to be a ground ball over to Pacheco. He comes off the bag. Byers covers, and that will be out number 3. As a good play there by the Bulldogs defense. 1-3. And so some damage done, though. 2 hits and 2 runs, no errors, and 2 runners left on base. It's 2-0 as we head into the bottom of the first inning. Bulldogs coming to the plate. We'll be back.
Looking for power, performance, and a whole lot of game day style? Come to Major Supply, your one-stop shop for industrial goods and outdoor gear. With the brands you trust, Milwaukee, Rigid, and much more. Built for the job site and tough enough for any task. And when the work's done, gear up for game day with team apparel, sunglasses, and all the sporting equipment you need to play hard and cheer harder. Tools, threads, and everything in between. Stop by today at 1808 South 1st in Artesia or check them out online at MajorSupplyLLC.com.
Attention Tailgate Nation, it's Chevy Truck Month at Carlsbad Chevrolet. And right now, supplier pricing is available to everyone. Drive home a new 2026 Chevy Silverado 1500 with total savings of up to $9,830 on select models. Shop today at Carlsbad Chevrolet on South Canal or carlsbadchevrolet.com. Carlsbad Chevrolet, proud home of the Tailgate Nation.
Savings up to $9,830 on select Silverado 1500 models. Includes factory incentives, supplier pricing. See dealer for details.
Welcome back to the broadcast here on KSVPTV.com, KSVP Radio, KSVP on Facebook and YouTube. I'm Joby Hodling. We're going into the bottom of the first inning, the Bulldogs and the Cleveland Storm. And Cleveland got 2 in the top half, so they lead 2-0 here at the ballpark in Rio Rancho. Sal Puentes tournament. Bulldogs been coming up here for several years, and it is a good one. All the best competition, or most, I should say, of the best competition in the state in 5A, and most of the best competition in the state in 4A here at the ballpark this weekend. Goddard fell to La Cueva, the number 3 ranked team in the state, 8-1 in game 1, and we're here in game 2, and Jet Fuentes will lead things off against the lefty for the Storm. First pitch, a big cut, but come up empty, did Jet. Xavier Vasquez is pitching. He's not a real big kid, but a good lefty. We saw him last year in game 1. He'll come set, pitching out of the stretch. And the pitch, swing and a miss again, so another good pitch. Jet with another big swing, but just comes up empty, so 0-2. On deck is our pitcher, number 12, Jack Byers, and in the hole, our first baseman, number 9, Dalen Pacheco. Trying to get these runs back. And the pitch swung on, pop fly high in the infield. Third baseman is coming in, and he will make the play in foul territory for out number 1. Jet popped that one about a mile high, about a foot to the left of the third baseline, so in foul territory for out number 1. And that'll bring Jack to the plate. Byers, where's number 12, and he's pitching today. The left-hander Vasquez. He's on the far left side of the rubber toward third base with his back foot, his drive foot. He'll come set. His catcher, Herman. They bounced that one up there about a 55-footer. That one was 85 miles an hour. Looked like it was some kind of a breaking ball. Might have been a splitter. I don't know. That might have been a splitter. Really dove. All right, here's the pitch. And they said caught the outside corner. Strike 1 to Jack. Defense is Sandoval, Noel, and Budiger left to right. Williams, Del Angel, Hernandez, and Segura third to first. The pitch, a little bit high. Ball 2. Catcher is Benjamin Herman, and the pitcher, of course, already talked about him, number 10, Xavier Vasquez. Lefty with good pop. Looks like he has a splitter, and he's got a curveball. Here's the pitch. Again, just misses outside with the fastball. Ball 3, so 3-1 now to Jack. I've got 3-1. They've got 1-1 up on the board. Now they got 2-1. Maybe I got a ball in front. We'll see. Vasquez comes set to the plate. Swung on. He'll foul that one back and out of play, so strike 2. So I'm showing full count. They're showing 2-2 up on the board. I guess this next pitch will tell me something. 1 out here in the bottom of the first inning. 2-0 Cleveland. Vasquez to the plate. He's going to be staying alive as Jack. He got the end of the bat on that pitch. Fouled it off over, dribbler over to the first base dugout. Just stayed alive. On a pretty good pitch. Backdoor, looked like backdoor curveball. Jack got his, and it was might have been a ball, but you couldn't let it go with 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. That's outside too far, and that does walk Jack. I had it right. They had it wrong up on the board. So Jack will take the walk, give the Bulldogs their first base runner here, and that'll bring to the plate Dalen Pacheco. First baseman for the Bulldogs. Wears number 9 on his black jersey. We're going to have a courtesy runner coming in for the pitcher, and that's number 1, Logan Rodriguez, one of our freshmen. He is a speed demon. See if he tries to go here against this Cleveland team. We'll see what kind of lead he gets. Boy, he's getting a big lead. He's got his front foot out beyond the corner. Out at about 13 foot, the lefty to the plate. Swung on, fouled back to the right, out of play for strike 1 on Dalen. I'm telling you, Logan had a big lead over there. Gets the left-handed pitch. He's going to snap throw over. Wasn't even on the mound yet, but Logan dives back in safely. Dalen wasn't even in the batter's box, but Vasquez just standing there, fires it over. Logan again with a huge lead. Here's the pitch. It's way outside. Ball 1-1 now. On deck is Hayden Mosier, DHing today for the Bulldogs, and in the hole the catcher, Brant Usherwood. So Dalen looks down and get his signs from Coach Bickle. Again, a big lead over at first base. And the pitch outside. Ball 2, really high and outside, so that might be ball 3. I've got it right. It's 2-1. He fouled off a pitch, so they got 3-0 up on the board, but it's 2-1. I see the umpire looking up at the board going, no. He put up his hands and looked at the scoreboard. He said 2-1. Here's the pitch. Ooh, got him maybe to chase. Strike 2 as he took a big cut at a chest-high fastball on the outside edge. That might have got him down the well, it would have been ball 3 maybe. 2-2 now, and the pitch. Swung on, fouled straight back, just missed that pitch to Dalen. So the count remains 2-2. So again, Vasquez gets the ball, and the catcher, Herman, take a look over at the dugout to see what they wanted to call. He'll come set, Vasquez does. 2-2 pitch. He reaches out and stays alive on an outside edge pitch that was too close. He had to foul that off, did Dalen. Good job staying alive there on a tough pitch. So the count remains 2-2 with 1 out. The pitcher now he steps back on. He's kind of rubbing his arm and ball and steps on, comes set. Not quite the same lead, but it's still a big, and he took a big cut at a high fastball. That was up above his chest, but Dalen couldn't help himself. He took a big old cut, and he strikes out swinging. So that's out number 2. All right, so that'll bring our DH, number 19, Hayden Mosier, to the plate. He took a look at the signs from Coach, looked at his wristband. He'll step in on the right side. Boy, he had the biggest lead he'd had, and then he takes a step back. Here's the pitch called, strike 1 on the outside corner. Good fastball there from Xavier Vasquez. 0-1 the count with 2 outs. I got to quit looking up at the board because they're not getting it right. Here's the pitch. He swung at that one and came up empty. Might have been off the plate. Mosier took a good cut at it, come up empty on a good fastball there from Vasquez. Again, he comes setting up outside is Herman. He threw it out there and he chased it. All right, so that's strikeout. Swinging. And the Bulldogs get 1 runner aboard on the walk by Jack Byers, but no hits, no runs, no errors, and 1 runner left on base. As we will go ahead and take the break going into the top of the second, 2-0 in favor of the Storm.
Sometimes that dog barking is an Artesia Bulldog preparing for victory. Most of the time, however, it's probably just the family pet asking for attention. Artesia Animal Clinic provides a full range of services for just about any size pet or animal. Our new clinic has been expanded to provide better quality of care, including an in-house laboratory, radiology, surgery, herd health, and more. So the next time your pet looks like they could use some extra care, come by Artesia Animal Clinic in our newly remodeled and expanded facility at 110 West Mahone Drive. Smile Expressions in Artesia encourages you to treat your teeth to a spring cleaning. You'll have healthier teeth and gums, fresher breath, and brighter teeth. Plus, you'll be reducing risk for dental problems and improving your overall health. To schedule your dental spring cleaning, call Smile Expressions 575-746-1900 or request an appointment from our website, artesiadentist.com. Quality dental care, hometown comfort. That's Smile Expressions in Artesia.
Welcome back here to KSVPTV.com, KSVP Radio, and Facebook and YouTube as well. I'm Joby Hodling, joining you from the South Fuentes Tournament, Day 1. Artesia and Cleveland in Game 2 of the day. We covered the first game with Goddard Rockets and the La Cueva Bears. La Cueva coming out on top in that ball game. Their pitcher, Blomker, an LSU commit. Man, he could spin it. 8-1 the final score there. And now here, Noah Segura will step in from the left side. Big number 5. He plays first base. Big kid. Big old, tall, good-looking athlete. Byers set to the plate. Fastball blew it by. Strike 1 on the swing. He's in the back of the batter's box. Every one of them have been, I think, except for maybe Del Angel. He was probably about the middle, and he cranked an inside fastball. Second pitch blows it by him again. Strike 2. Big cut, but could not catch up. Jackson on that pitch, he's tough. Byers again from the stretch. Defense playing about straight away. Whitmire a little shaded to the left side. Another fastball. He foul tipped it back. Well, he stays alive. Another good pitch there from Jack. Flores, Whitmire, Campbell left to right. Carrasco, Fuentes, Warren, and Pacheco from third to first, with Usherwood catching Byers. And the 0-2 again down and in. Ball 1. Came back at him with a fastball, but went in on him, but it was just too low. So Segura steps back in, the big first baseman. On deck is Peyton Noel. He's a center fielder, then back to the top of the order. Del Angel in the hole. Fastball away. Ball 2. He did not give chase, so that takes the count to 2-2. Byers working pretty quick. He'll come set. And the pitch. Strike 3 called. Rung him up. Fastball. Strikeout looking. Boy, he brought that on the inside corner. And it was a good one. He froze him. Didn't take a cut at it. So that brings number 12 to the plate, the center fielder. He'll step in on the right side. 1 down. Byers working quickly. Here's the pitch. Blows it by him. Strike 1. Good pitch down the middle. Swing and a miss. Again, standing in the back of the batter's box is Noel. Big right-handed hitter who hit that bomb, Anthony Del Angel, in the on-deck circle. That fastball just misses up on the outer edge. A little too high for the ump's liking, so 1-1 the count. Breeze has picked up a little bit since this morning, kind of blowing out of the west, southwest. That pitch outside, ball 2. 2-1 to Noel. Or Noel, probably. N-O-E-L, Noel. Peyton Noel. 2-1 the count, 1 out. Byers comes set. Usherwood sets up on the inner third. That's where he threw it. Man, that was a good pitch. Ran that fastball in, called strike 2. That thing had some pop on it. 2-2 the count with 1 out. Number 9 hitter in the order is at the plate. Just missed a little high with the fastball. Full count. I'm sorry, 2-2 now. No, it's full. I got to quit looking up there. I'm keeping it right in front of me, but I always look over there to the scoreboard out in right field, and I shouldn't. All right, Usherwood sets up on the inner third, and the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Got him swinging. 89 mile an hour on that fastball. So that's 2 down here in the top of the second inning. That'll bring the big shortstop, number 8, Anthony Del Angel, to the plate. OU commit. He turned on a heater and sent it over the left field fence, his first at bat. So Byers against Del Angel. Here's the pitch. Curveball. Just a little high. Good pitch. He didn't go for it, but just missed inside and high to Jack. 1-0 the count. Again, Byers set. Setting up right on the outside edge is Usherwood. That's where he threw it. Strike 1 called. Fastball. And the fans for the Storm, one of them anyway, didn't like it. It's a pretty good pitch. All right, so Jack again getting ready to go. Del Angel ready to go. He's up. He's in the back of the box. He's just got a big spread. Here's the pitch. Run in on him on a curveball. Great pitch. It really took that 12-6. It was inside. It was a front door curveball. Big cut. Come up empty for Del Angel. Byers already said yes. Del Angel now in. 1-2 the count. 2 outs. And the pitch. Swung hard over to the right side. Giving chases everybody on the right side, but it's going to get out of play on a high pop fly ball over there. Warren, Pacheco, and Campbell all giving chase, but it gets out of play. He was behind on that one. Foul ball strike, so the count remains 1-2 to Del Angel. If you missed it, he started off the game first pitch. He hit a towering shot over the left field fence, and it was not close. It was out of here. All right, Byers comes set. Usherwood sets up on the outer third. And the 1-2 got him inside on a fastball. He's able to get a piece of it. So the foul ball strike keeps him alive and keeps the count at 1-2 with 2 outs. Good pitch here by Jack. Kind of brought it up a little bit. Ran it in on his hands, but he was able to get the bat on it. Good job staying alive there for Del Angel. Back and ready to go. Usherwood sets up on the outer third and the pitch. Oh, it's a check swing. He's going to tap it back to Byers. Byers fires it first, and he got him. That's out number 3. Just a check swing power bunt to the left side. Byers bounces off, gets it, throws it across. So they'll go down in order. Will the Storm? It's 2-0 as we go into the bottom of the second. We'll be back.
Hey guys, my name is... Did you know that God values relationships? At Faith Baptist Church, we exist to begin, build, and broaden a relationship with God and with others. We want a relationship with God through faith in His Son, Jesus Christ, as our Savior. And we also want a relationship with others in a healthy biblical community. Come join us as we strive together to go from where we are to where God wants us to be. 10:30 on Sunday mornings and 6:15 on Wednesday evenings.
Or stop by 401 South 20th in Artesia.
Looking for the right ride at the right price? Come to Tate Branch Artesia and check out our used cars. We've got a huge selection of all makes, all models, and every color you can imagine. Priced right to fit your budget. Many vehicles have payments under $500 and come with a lifetime powertrain warranty for your peace of mind. Bad credit upside down in your tray? No problem. We work with all credit and we'll fight to get you approved. Experience the Tate Branch difference today, where great cars, great prices, and great people come together. Stop by Tate Branch at 919 South 1st Street in Artesia or visit us online at tatebranchartesia.com.
All right, we're back here. I'm communicating with my producer back in the studio. Send him a text, but Jonathan, you can probably hear me. You don't have to tell me any times on this. I've got the controls here right in front of me. I know when I'm coming back on. So thank you for doing that. He was sending me in the game against Goddard. We weren't on the radio. We were just on KSVPTV.com, the Goddard channel. So I didn't know how when I was coming back on. So Jonathan was sending me 5 seconds when it was coming out of the break. But here, we don't have to. We're on the radio in Artesia, AM 990 and FM 93.7. So I'm watching my commercials. I'm starting them and ending them. And he said, sorry about that. No worries. Thank you for telling me, Jonathan. I appreciate it. All right, so here we go. Coming to the plate for the Artesia Bulldogs is our big catcher, number 7, Brant Usherwood. And as Lee says, he comes with a bad attitude to the plate. He's going to be facing the pretty good lefty, Xavier Vasquez, for the first time today. Here's the pitch, low and away, ball 1. On deck for the Bulldogs, number 13, Elijah Carrasco, the third baseman, and the second baseman, number 6, Derek Warren. He's in the hole. Here's the pitch. Oh, we got him. That looked like a changeup maybe. Really took something off of it. And a swing, but he was out in front of it, so strike 1. I mean, if that was a breaking ball, it didn't break much. Might have been a changeup. Here's the pitch. And he got him to that one definitely had a breaker. That might have been a splitter. I'm saying this kid might have a splitter. The way that ball drops out, he took a big cut at it, but he was way over the top of it. Pretty hard, and it doesn't break as much as the drops. I'm thinking he's got a good splitter. All right, here's the 1-2. And he got him to chase one up in his eyes. He hits it up way up in the air. The second baseman's calling everybody off. And he will make the play for out number 1 here in the bottom of the second inning. So to the plate comes number 13, Elijah Carrasco, bats from the left side. He'll step in, the third baseman for the Bulldogs, to face the lefty Vasquez. He's been working pretty quick too. Here's the pitch, high and away, ball one. Defense playing to pull a little bit out in center and pinching the gap over there in the left. That's ball two, down and in. So 2-0 to Elijah. Derek Warren on deck and Charlie Campbell in the hole as the Bulldogs right now down 2-0. We're in the bottom of the second with one out. Number one ranked team in the state. They're 13-0. Here's the pitch. It's called. Strike one. Just ran it across the plate there with a fastball from the lefty. So 2-1 now the count with one out. And the pitch. Swung on, pop fly again, shallow right center. Who's going to get there? Boy, they coming on quick, and it's the center fielder. He called them off. Good job out there by Peyton Knoll, as he called the second baseman and the shortstop off of that. So that's out number two on the shallow pop fly out to right center. Good job by the center fielder, Knoll. So the Bulldogs looking to get a two-out rally going here. Derek Warren will step in from the right side. Wears number 6 on his black jersey. The lefty with the pitch. Low and away. Ball one. On deck is our right fielder, Charlie Campbell, and in the hole our center fielder, Jet Whitmire. Vasquez comes set to the plate. Got him to swing through a pretty good fastball on the outer edge. 1-1 now the count. Good cut there by Derek, but just came up empty. And the pitch. Fouls that one back into the net for strike two. So 1-2 now to Warren as he'll step back in. Vasquez comes set. His catcher setting up outside. That's a hit line drive looper right to the second baseman. One hop, and he throws it over to first for out number 3. 4-3 if you're scoring at home. So the Bulldogs go down, no hits, no errors, no runs, and nobody left on base. They go 1-2-3. We'll head into the top of the third inning with the 2-3-4 hitters coming to the plate for the Storm and leading 2-0.
There really is no one quite like you, and no one quite like the ones you love. At Turpinning & Son Mortuary, they take pride in providing families with the best service possible. The phrase, "we make it personal," is not just a tagline. It's the way they conduct themselves every day as they honor the ones you love in their own unique and special way. Located at 611 West Grand in Artesia. Visit artesiafunerals.com to learn more. Turpinning & Son Mortuary, proudly serving our community and your family since 1954.
Join Southeast New Mexico College for the SCNMC Transfer and Career Fair and explore your next academic and professional opportunities. Wednesday, March 25th from 1 to 3 p.m. in the SCNMC gym. Meet with university representatives and employers. Learn about transfer pathways, discover career options, and make valuable connections to support your future goals. For more information, contact Saul Navarrete at snavarrete@scnmc.edu.
Welcome back here to the ballpark in Rio Rancho, New Mexico. Coming to the plate, number 25, Caleb Budiger. His second time through, he walked his first time up. And the pitch from Byers. Fastball called, strike one. Outside third to the left-handed batter. Herman on deck and Hernandez in the hole for the Storm. Jack pitches from the stretch. He'll come set and the pitch. That one run a little too far outside with a fastball, so 1-1 now the count. Campbell's out and right, and Flores is in left with Whitmire playing up at the middle and center. Carrasco on the left side corner, Pacheco on the right side corner, Fuentes and Warren up the middle. Usherwood catching, and here's the pitch from Byers. That's going to be a slap, foul ball off to the left side and out of play. Goes over there almost out of the ballpark on the left side, but hits inside the fence over there by the batting cages and the warm-up bullpen. So the count now 1-2. Byers from the stretch to the set. Usherwood setting up on the outside corner to the lefty. That's where he put it, but a little too far out there. Ball two. 2-2. See where Usherwood sets up on this pitch. He's giving the signs to Jack. He'll take it, come set. He's set up on the outer third, moved in a little. And the pitch. Ooh, he hit him. Oh, that hurt. Right between the shoulders. He is holding his head down as he trots to first. Whoo, fastball from Byers. That, I'm telling you right now, that hurt. Yeah, he's almost going to go to the ground over there. He's shaking his right hand, shaking his whole arm. Hit kind of in between the shoulder blades. He's going to walk down the right field fence, still shaking his right arm. Kind of hit more toward the right shoulder than the, but it was middle right. And he is back on the bag now, and so he's saying, I'm going to shake it off. Woo-hoo. Jack brought the heat, and it just hit him square. Whew. Those hurt. All right, so the lefty, Benjamin Herman, another left-handed batter, is coming to the plate. Big, tall drink of water. He's 0 for 1. He grounded out to Pacheco, and we went 3-1 on that play as Byers went and covered. On a real big lead down to first. He's out about 11 feet. Going to try to bunt him over. He fouls it back for strike one. Playing a little small ball here of the Storm. With a 2-0 lead, and we're in the top of the third inning. All right, Byers takes a peek. Now he comes set. He's out at about 10 foot with his front foot over there, so not a huge lead. That ball gets by. It was way high and outside. Usherwood tried to get to it, but couldn't. So moving over on the wild pitch was Budiger. He's down at second base in scoring position with nobody out. Byers let that one get away from him. All of the batters for Cleveland in the back of the box facing the ace from Artesia. And the pitch, curveball, strike called. Pretty good bite on that curveball. As Jack throws it, he got a good spin rate. The guy that was up here for the Mets that had the gun, he's not doing it anymore, so I don't know what the spin rate is, but. All right, here's the pitch. Run away a fastball. That's going to be ball 3. I'm sorry, ball 2. 2-2 now the count, and Usherwood's going to go out and talk to Jack, so maybe got their signs crossed or something. As Brant runs out to the mound, and they're up on the mound now talking about it. If you're just now joining us, it's 2-0 Cleveland, the 13-0 number 1 ranked team in the state of New Mexico, taking on our very own Artesia Bulldogs, defending state champ Bulldogs. All right, so Herman steps back in on the left side. He's got a 2-2 count. We're ready to go. Byers comes set. He'll take a peek back at second. Fuentes kind of sneaking in behind him. Here's the pitch. He ran it away again. Fastball, ball 3. So that'll run the count full to Benjamin Herman, the catcher for the Storm. Bat from the left side against our righty. Here's the payoff pitch. Oh, inside. Boy, missed off inside, so that's a walk. That'll put Herman down at second. Of course, that gives the Bulldogs some options here with that base open. Now they got some options for a double play. As number 6, the second baseman, comes to the plate. He is the number 4 hitter in the lineup. Getting the signs from the third base coach. Sorry, is kind of yawning there. Francisco Hernandez steps in on the right side. He's 0 for 0. He got hit by pitch. We've had 2 of those so far in the ball game. First pitch, woo, blows it by him on the inside. Strike. Could not catch up to it. He swung through it. Strike 1. Again, Jack working pretty quick. Runners on the first and second with 1 out. No, with no out. Sorry. And the pitch. Curveball. Just misses a little high. Broke pretty good. But his front door curveball and the inside breaking back toward the plate, but it stayed up. So the count goes to 1-1 with nobody out. Jack again comes set. And to the plate. A little bit high with a fastball. Ball 2. These teams, both the teams before us and these 2 teams, some great looking athletes on the field. A lot of big guys, a lot of size, a lot of speed. Here's the pitch. Swung on and fouled it off. He fought that one off and fouls it off to the right. It's good heater on the inner third up on his hands. That takes count to 2-2 with nobody out. Bulldogs need a double play right here, or strikeout will work, but here's the pitch. Curveball. Pops that up right out in front, or right into the green grass. Backing up and making the play on the second base side is Derek Warren. High fly ball. He's about 7 or 8 steps into the grass, and that is out. Number one, that works too because nobody moves up, and we get an out as Derek reels that one in. Everybody stays put. So one down, and coming to the plate, number 7, Trevin Polanco. He's the DH, batting in the 5-hole, bats from the left side. He's 0 for 1. He struck out swinging his first time through. Jack just blew 3 straight fastballs by him. That one is in the turf, low for ball 1 on the outside. And I don't know if that was a breaking pitch for Jack or if it was just a low fastball. Didn't look like it broke much, but it was down low and outside. The pitch, fastball away, too far, ball 2. So 2-0 now to Polanco. First time through, Jack just blew 3 straight by him. He swung at all 3 of them, couldn't catch up. See what Jack does here, down 2-0 with 1 out, runners at first and second. The pitch. Oh, I think that, it squeaks by. He didn't even realize it, Usherwood. So the passed ball allows runners to move up to second and third. So we now have a open base over at first base, 3-0 count. And maybe you just send him down there and get him full. As the Bulldogs going to play in here, try to cut the run off. Well, they're backing up in the middle. Not sure why. So that was ball 3 to Polanco. We're going to pitch to him. And the pitch. Strike 1 called on the outside corner. Polanco was heading to first base. He didn't think it was a strike, but a good fastball on the outside edge by Jack. 3-1 now the count. So not playing up the middle, playing back, almost like double play depth. On the corners playing up. Here's the pitch. Got it in on him, foul tip into the glove for strike 2. Full count. See if Jack wants to throw a heater and get it by him, or if he wants to bring a breaking ball. What's he going to do? We'll see. I'd bring that heater. And the pitch. He did. That's strike. Whoa. What was wrong with that pitch? Boy, the Artesia fans didn't like it. Cleveland did. I guess it was up a little bit on the inside. Ball 4. So that loads them up. And coming to the plate, the left fielder, number 4, Caleb Sandoval. He's 1 for 1. He singled his first time through. Out in the left center gap. Well, they didn't get to the fence, but just out there in that part of the ballpark. So bases are loaded. 1 out. Pitch. Strike 1 called, fastball outside corner. So double play depth up the middle. On the corners, we're playing up. Goes to the corner, they'll come home. Goes up the middle, they'll roll it. 1 out, 0-1 the count. Sandoval back in, Jack to the plate. And that's going to be a right field base hit. It gets over the head on the line drive of Pacheco. He tried to go up and get it, but it gets over his head. Campbell gets it in quick, but 2-run score on the single to right field. So now runners on the corners, as going from first to third was Polanco, and Sandoval ends up at first base. And that'll bring Santino Williams to the plate. He's 0 for 1. He grounded out to Pacheco, his first at bat on the 3-1 put out. So 4-0 now in favor of the Storm. Pretty big lead at first. He's out there at about 13 feet. Byers to the plate, blows it by him. Big swing, but man, he was behind. Strike 1. 0-1 the count. Number 8 hitter Segura on deck, and Noel, the number 9 hitter, in the hole. To the plate, curveball, got him. Strike 2. Backdoored him, started out kind of in the middle and broke over the outside edge. So 0-2 quickly here to Santino Williams. The Bulldogs, Jack wants to get this strikeout. He shakes off the first pitch. Now he comes set. Usherwood sets up on the outer third. Here's the pitch, curveball. Pop fly to the right side. And going all the way into foul territory and making the plays. Campbell, he's going to throw it in quickly, but he's going to score. Good throw. It was actually closer than you'd think it would be. Good throw from Well, wait a minute. I don't think that's Campbell out there. That is not Campbell. That is number 17 for the Bulldogs. Did they swap? So Campbell's now out and left, and over and right is Flores. He got there quickly. That fly out drives in a run. It's a sacrifice fly. Here's the pitch. Next batter is number 5. Big swing and a cut for strike number 1. Next pitch. Strike called, number 2 on the outside edge. So Sandoval down at first. He stayed there, but I didn't catch that swap in the outfield till just now. Here's the pitch. Curveball, got him. But he foul tipped it. Ooh, it got by the catcher. Or that would have been trouble. The foul ball keeps the count at 0-2. Byers takes a look in. Sandoval gets his lead over there. Got his front foot out about 11.5 feet. Here's the pitch. And he got him on a good heater on the outside to the left-hander. Strikeout. Swinging. But some more damage done. The Cleveland Storm get 1 hit, but they score 3 runs. There were no Bulldog errors and 1 runner left on base. We're going into the bottom of the 3rd. It's 5-0 Cleveland. We'll be back.
When you or
Thanks to a partnership with the City of Artesia, Eddy County residents are automatically enrolled in TransAero Medevac's free air ambulance program, ensuring no out-of-pocket costs if flown by TransAero. You can print your membership card on the City of Artesia's website. Keep this card with your ID and health insurance to act as a request for TransAero Medevac. Eddy County residents, take advantage of this free benefit. Make sure when you need it most, fly with TransAero Medevac. Life support by air.
Bye.
Get great service with Pressure Services. Pressure Services LLC specializes in hydrovac, vacuum trucks, kill trucks, sandblasting and coating, and roustabouts. The Bulldogs are champions on and off the field, and Pressure Services LLC are your champions when it comes to dependable, accountable, and efficient service. When you need it right, Pressure Services will be there for you. Pressure Services LLC, 575-736-1047. Go Bulldogs!
Welcome back here to KSVP Radio and KSVPTV.com, Facebook and YouTube as well. Joby Hodling with you here in Rio Rancho, New Mexico, the Sal Puentes tournament. 5-0 Cleveland leads the Bulldogs as we head into the bottom half of the 3rd inning. It'll be Charlie Campbell, Jet Whitmire, and then the top of the order, Jet Fuentes. That's who's coming. There was 1 hit in that inning, but 3 runs scored. No errors on the Bulldogs and 1 run left on the base path. So Charlie will step in. He was in right to start the game, and Flores was over and left. Here's the pitch. That's down and in from ball 1. But they swapped, so Charlie now playing out in left field. And I'll make that change in my scorecard here in a minute after this inning. Here's the pitch. Strike 1 called on the outside edge. It really looked like a changeup or took something off his fastball. All right, here's the wind in the pitch. That's another strike right down the middle on a fastball. Strike 2. Charlie will have to shorten up right here. 1-2 the count. As Vasquez comes set, his catcher, Herman, sets up outside. That's where he threw it, but it was too far. He threw it right where he set up. Charlie did not give way. It's a ball 2, 2-2. Breeze is picked up, kind of blowing in now, out of the south. And he did chase that one. Doggone it, Charlie just slapped his bat. He knew better. Strike 3, threw it in the same spot. I think Charlie was thinking he was going to come in a little more, and he committed. And that's strikeout swinging for out number 1. So that'll bring Jet Whitmire to the plate. His first at bat today. As Vasquez comes set and to the plate. Pop fly back and out of play over my head. Over the mezzanine, over the covered seats here for strike 1. On deck is the shortstop, number 2, Jet Fuentes, and in the hole, the pitcher, number 12, Jack Byers for the Bulldogs. Got to get some runs going here. Got to get some guys on. Down 5-0. Jet couldn't stop the swing. Strike 2. He tried to check swing, but it might have been a strike anyway. It was on that outer edge. 0-2 the count. He'll shorten up here and try to not let anything close get by. Herman sets up outside. He comes inside and really more across the plate. Jet took a big cut but come up empty. So 2 down here in the bottom of the third. Pretty quick for the Storm. That'll bring Jet Fuentes to the plate. He popped out down the line a pop fly to the third baseman. On a high pop fly, his first at bat, so he's 0 for 1 as he'll step in right side to face the lefty Vasquez. And the pitch, just a little high, ball 1. I'll be up here all weekend covering Goddard and Artesia. And the pitch, that's a little outside, ball 2, good eye there by Jet. The other 2 4A schools are St. Pius and Academy, top-ranked teams. The other 2 5A schools, Carlsbad and Rio Rancho, 2 top-ranked teams. Ooh, we called that a strike. That was a pretty generous strike on the outside corner. I think it was about 6. It was over the white of the left-handed batter's box. This umpire's been pretty consistent. That one was a little out, and that's a little high for ball 3. So 3-1 now to Jet. The reason we can't carry these games for you video is NFHS is here. Here's the pitch. Low, ball 4, so Jet takes the 2-out walk, and we needed that. We need base runners. So the top guy in the order, shortstop Jet Fuentes, jogs down to first base. That'll bring Jack Byers to the plate. He's 0 for 0. He walked his first time through. So he takes a look at the call sheet that he keeps in his back pocket. 2 down. Vasquez comes set. The pitch outside, ball 1. Jet had a decent lead, not huge, but this left-handed pitcher got a pretty good move over. He's thrown over a couple of times on Bulldog base runners. Let's see where Jet ends up on this lead. He stretches out. He's got his front pass. He's about 12 foot. That pitch down and in. Good stop by Herman, the catcher. Or Fuentes would have been at second. That ball kind of up there. I think that's that splitter. That's what I'm calling it. Byers steps back in. 2 balls, no strikes. Jet gets his lead out there. About 12 feet. That ball outside. So 3-0 to Byers. I think they might be pitching around him a little bit. We'll see if he brings it right here. With 2 outs. Jack probably sitting on a no-go, but we'll see. All right, here's the pitch, and no, you're good. He got it to go in there for a called strike 1, caught the inside and about a little above belt high. So the count now 1, and they're going to snap throw over. Boy, Jet Fuentes dives back in safely. I'm telling you, that lefty's got some good movements. He wasn't even on the mound. He just caught it and snapped it over there. Jet's got about 13, got his foot out about 13 feet. Here's the pitch. That's going to be called strike 2. Byers looked like he wasn't looking for that pitch. He was looking for something else. He took it all the way. Just a fastball on the outside edge and down about knee high. So a full count. Vasquez has come back after Jack. Here's the pitch, and that's outside. Fuentes was, of course, off and running. And I think I just lost power, but luckily I got battery backup, so I'm still with you. I'm looking at everything here. Yeah, I still got power. We're coming in to run for Jack is going to be Logan Rodriguez. So I'm hearing a clipping on my power, but I still have power, so something's happening back behind me on the where we're plugged in. That's okay, we're still here. Dalen Pacheco steps in. He's 0 for 1. He struck out swinging his first time through, but he needs to move these guys around. He's going to swing, but it's going to go right and out of play over on the right side for foul ball strike 1. So the Bulldogs now have the 2 base runners on, first and second with 2 outs. Pacheco at the plate. On deck is Mosier, and in the hole, Usherwood for Artesia. Big 2-out rally right here, trying to get it going. This Fuentes started it. Here's the pit. Oh, and he swung at an outside one. Strike 2. Boy, almost just waved at it. He was definitely looking for something different the way that swing, I think, the way that swing unfolded. So Pacheco now going to have to shorten up. 0-2 the count with 2 outs. And the pitch. A little bit high and outside. Ball 1. Dalen able to, you can tell he studied that ball all the way in, but stayed off of it. All right, so Vasquez again in the stretch. He'll come set, and the pitch. Swung on, fouled over into the dugout. Boy, they get out of the way. Hopefully it didn't get anybody inside there. The guys up on the fence, I saw them all kind of bend away from it as it sailed into the dugout. But I think it didn't hit anybody or they'd all be looking. All right, so the count remains 1-2 as Dalen fouled that good pitch off to stay alive. Here's the pitch. He swings. It's a pop fly to the right side. The first baseman, Segura, has got a beat on it, and that is out number 3 on the pop fly. F3. All right, so the Bulldogs, they do some stuff there, but as they draw a couple walks, but no hits, there were no runs, there was no errors, and there was 2 runners left on base as we go into the top of the 4th inning, 5-0 in favor of the Storm. We'll be back.
Hi Artesia, Cambria here from your local KFC and Taco Bell. And boy, do I have some deals for you. Tuesdays are all about the savings. Come by and try our country fried steak meal, complete with our country fried steak patty, mashed potatoes with white gravy, creamy coleslaw, and a buttermilk biscuit for only $4.99. Need to feed the whole fam? We got you covered. Try our $20 meal deal, complete with an 8-piece all dark meat chicken, large mashed potato, gravy, and coleslaw, and 4 buttermilk biscuits, all for $20. Remember, these deals are only on Tuesdays. As always, it's great to be a Bulldog, and we hope to see you soon at your local KFC and Taco Bell.
Dean's Inc. of Artesia provides a superior choice for all your electrification, communication, and supply needs with a vision to be the premier industrial electrical service provider in New Mexico and West Texas, providing unparalleled quality in supplies and service with highly skilled and conscious personnel. We pledge to our customers to exhibit the utmost in integrity and reputation while providing superior quality in all we do. Dean's Inc., located at 409 Commerce Road or online at deansinc.com.
Still don't have any power, but luckily we're battery backed up here on all of the equipment. Not sure if they flipped the breaker in the press or in the concession or what. Here's the first pitch from Jack. Fastball up. Peyton Knoll at the plate. He's the number 9 hitter playing center field, and he was trying to bunt, but he pulled off of it. He struck out swinging his first time through. Ball 1. Jack ready to go. He's going to square the bunt again. He did try to bunt that one. It was another high fastball, but strike 1 because he didn't pull his bat back. He tried to tap it. To no avail, as Byers threw a burner up through there. It was high, but it goes as a strike because he tried to bunt it. 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Curveball, strike 2. Front Doherty. Man, that ball. Tight break, 12-6 on the inside corner, and it goes for strike number 2. Jack had some spin rate on that thing. 1-2 count. Blows it to him. It's going to be in the 6 hole for a ground ball base hit for the number 9 hitter. Fuentes stretched out to try to get it, but couldn't get there. Just a good seeing eye single for Knoll, and that'll bring to the plate the big dude. Now I was going to say this a while ago. This kid looks like almost like a man among boys out there. He's about 6'4", 6'5", probably a good 210. He's a big, good-looking athlete. My goodness. Hit that bomb on the first pitch. All right. Here's the pitch. Called. Strike 1 on a good breaking ball to Del Angel. He's 1 for 2. He grounded out his second time up, but that first one he just hit a monster bomb. Jonathan just saying so we don't hear any clicking on our side. Oh, that's okay, Jonathan. All right, here's the pitch. Swing and a miss on another breaking ball. Got him to kind of wave at it. So Anthony Del Angel down 0-2 here. He looks like a pro baseball player. When he's out at shortstop, he looks like a Derek Jeter out there, although he may be big. He's bigger than Derek, maybe. All right, here's the pitch. Got him to cut it, a fastball. Got it in on his hands. He fouls it off, fought it off to stay alive. Good pitch there from Jack. So the count remains 0-2 with nobody out. Runner down at first base is Peyton Knowles that got that seeing eye single in the 6th hole to lead things off here in the top of the 4th. Del Angel steps back in, 0-2 the count. Byers battling. He's battling at the plate. Here's the pitch. Swung, ground ball, kind of eats up our third baseman, and that's going to be an E5. So he hustles down to first base on the error. And safe at second is Noel on the same error. So still nobody out. And coming to the plate is number 25, Caleb Budiger. He is 0 for 0. He walked, and he was hit by a pitch. He's the one that took that one in the middle of the back. Had to shake it off all the way down. There's a fastball in the middle of the back and leave a bruise. He's squaring to bunt. The ball's up and outside for ball 1. Charging was Pacheco from first, and going over to cover first was Warren. So the Bulldogs had that rotation on pretty good there. Over at third, Carrasco playing back a little bit back behind third base. He bunts it but fouls it straight back for strike 1. He tried to bunt, but fastball careens off the top of his back, spins back into the backstop here, the netting for strike 1. We'll see where Noel gets out there at second. He's got a pretty good lead. Fuentes coming in behind him. Now he takes a step back. All right, here's the pitch. He does bunt it, deadens it out to the left side. Only play is going to be and Jack throws it off up the line, second base. That's going to go all the way to the wall. 1 run will score, 2 runs will score, and the batter will go from all the way to third base on the error on the pitcher. Jack got to it when he turned. He was throwing it to our second baseman who was covering Derek Warren, but boy, it was up the line towards second base. He had to stop and turn and try to reach and grab it, but it was too far away from Derek, and goes off the wall and out towards left field. And so the error cost a couple of runs. And gets all the way to third base, does the batter on the same error. So now at the plate is another lefty, Benjamin Herman. He's 0 for 1. He grounded out and he's walked. That pitch called strike 1 as he run a fastball in on the lefty. 0-1 now the count. So our score after that is now 7-0 in favor of the Storm. Byers comes set, playing up on the corners but not up on the outside. Curveball, strike 2. Good pitch there by Jack. Took something off of it. It was a nice curveball. Broke across the middle of the plate from the outside to the lefty. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Got him. That's strikeout, and that's out number 1 in the inning. Run that fastball in on the left-handed batter. And that'll bring number 6, Francisco Hernandez, to the plate. I forgot I needed to change my outfielders. So Flores is over, and that pitch is high and in for ball 1. Flores, dang it. Flores is over in right field for the Bulldogs, and Charlie Campbell had moved over to left field sometime in this ball game. I missed it. All right. 1-0. Swung on, pop fly. It's going to get out of play over on the right side for foul ball, strike 1. To Hernandez. He was hit by a pitch and he's flown out. Francisco Hernandez. One-on-one the count. Byers looking into Usherwood. So Campbell in left, Whitmire up the middle, and Flores in right. Here's the pitch. Curveball, high. Ball 2. Pacheco at first and Carrasco at third, with Warren and Fuentes playing up the middle at second and shortstop respectively. Brant Usherwood catching. And Jack Byers on the hill. 2-1 the count, 1 out. Chopper to shortstop. Throw overs in time. I think that would have scored a run even if he'd have been playing. Well, it might not if he'd have been playing in, but he was playing back, so the Bulldogs conceded that run. The ground out. Gets a run batted in. It was 6-3 if you're scoring at home. Fuentes to Pacheco. All right, at the plate, Trevin Polanco. He is 0 for 1 with a strikeout and a walk. He'll look at called, strike one on a curveball. Backside to the left-hander, back door. 8-0. Here's our score here in the bottom of the fourth with 2 outs. Nobody on the base paths. Swing on, that's a pop fly to the left side. And out in left field. Campbell, oh, he almost overrun it. He had to back up, maybe. No breeze blowing. He just had come in too soon, come too fast, but he gets it. He reels it in for out number 3. Some damage done by the Storm as they get 3 runs off of 1 hit. There were 2 Bulldog errors. That didn't help. We'll be back. It's now 8-0 as we head into the bottom of the fourth, Bulldog half.
Hey Artesia, gear up in style at Bulldog Outfitters, your one-stop shop for all things Bulldogs. Under new ownership, Bulldog Outfitters has got you covered. Show your Artesia pride with gear that stands out, from t-shirts to hats and everything in between. Our team can make your ideas come to life. Open Tuesday through Friday, 10 to 4:30 at 1409 West Main in Artesia. Custom orders? Call 575-736-4951. Bulldog Outfitters. Shop local, support local, and let's go Bulldogs.
Family owned and operated for 4 generations, Forest Tire is here to service all your tire needs day and night. With your busy travel schedule, what you need is a tire that can keep up, like the exceptionally long-lasting Michelin Defender tire with an 80,000-mile warranty and the safety you expect. You can lose track of time and focus on what really matters. For all your tire needs, brakes and alignments too, Forest Tire Company is a friend you can always count on. Forest Tire, keeping you rolling since 1944.
Okay, Bulldog fans, we're going into the bottom of the fourth inning. Bulldogs have some makeup to do here as they're down 8-0 to the number 1 ranked team in the state, regardless of class, the 5A Cleveland Storm. Vasquez has been on the mound the whole way. Mosier at the plate for the Bulldogs. He's 0 for 1, struck out swinging. He pop flies this over to the right side. First baseman Segura is going to give chase, but that will get out of play for a foul ball, strike one. Hayden, like I said, struck out swinging his first time through. He'll hustle back down to the plate. He took off running, of course, but it was a foul ball, so he'll come back and reset on the right side. On deck is our catcher, number 7, Brant Usherwood, and our third baseman, number 13, Elijah Carrasco, in the hole. Vasquez to the plate, swung on, pop fly to the right side again, and out of play for strike two. Vasquez has been very efficient here in the bottom of the fourth inning. He has thrown 58 total pitches. That one fouled straight back into the net. If that net had been there, it would have been coming right at my left hand. And I would not have stuck my hand out because it was coming. I'd have let it go by me. But there's a net there, so I didn't have to. All right, so the umpire getting back after going to getting that ball himself. Vasquez ready to go. 0 for 2, 3 straight foul balls. The catcher sitting way up outside. That's where he goes, and he's going to foul it off cue ball over to the right side into the fence in front of the dugout over on the first base side. So 4 consecutive foul balls by Mosier. As 2 Cleveland Storm give chase out there from the dugout to get that ball kind of erased out there. All right, so 0-2, 4 consecutive foul balls. That one's too high. He lets it go by. So 3 and 1 now. I'm sorry, 1 and 3. I'm sorry, 1 and 2. I don't know what, I can't get my words out right. 1 and 2. Vasquez comes set again, setting way up on the outside is Herman. High, ball 2. So 2 and 2 now. Mosier will get ready and step back in. Vasquez looks into his catcher, Herman. And the pitch. Swung on, fly ball, shallow center. Coming on is the center fielder, Noel, and he will make the play for out number 2 on the pop fly out to center field. The old can of corn. It was shallow, but he got to it pretty fast and easy and then just caught it. So, catcher, number 7, Brant Usherwood, will step in. He's 0 for 1. He flew out to the second baseman. His first time through, he usually comes up there with a nasty attitude. He took a couple of big cuts before flying that ball way up in the air his first time through. Here's the pitch, high and outside, ball 1. Fastball, missed away. Vasquez again comes set, and that pitch misses down and in for ball 2. So 2-0 the count with 1 out. And the pitch, outside, ball 3. So good eye for Usherwood. He's got a 3-0 count, and I don't know if he'll get the go-ahead from Coach Bickler or not. He looked down there. Bickler did give him a sign. We'll see if it was a stop sign or if he sees one he likes, he can cut it in half. That's outside. 4 straight balls to Usherwood, so he'll hustle down to first base with 1 out, and the Bulldogs again in business here, and they got to do this. They got to get on, start pushing people around as they're down 8-0. Coming in to run for our catcher, courtesy runner, is number 3 for the Bulldogs, Diego Morales. Coming to the plate, Elijah Crosco, bats from the left side. He flew out to the second baseman as well. Big lead out there for Diego. First pitch, he checked the swing. Ball 1, a little high on a good fastball, but up. Crosco steps back in. Let's see where Diego goes. He got out there about 13 foot with his front foot. He does it again. So pretty good lead. Here's the pitch. High and tight, ball 2. So 2-0 now. It's only the 69th pitch for Vasquez here through 3 1/3. Now he's got a coach coming out to talk to him. And Vasquez telling all his infield, stay back. I just want to talk to the coach. They were all coming in. He waves them off. Him and the catcher, the only ones on the mound out there. As the coach walks out and is talking to him. Jack so far has thrown 98 total pitches, 36 for balls and 62 for strikes through 4 innings full. So the umpire now walking out, going to walk out to the mound and say, let's break it up. Coach starts to head in before he gets there, got about halfway. So I talked to the pitcher, and where I'm sitting, I can't tell if anybody's throwing anywhere for the Storm, but maybe somebody's warming up somewhere, and he wanted to give a little bit of a break. Just because Vasquez has pitched a great game, he's really not that high in pitch count, but as of late, he's been a little bit more off the plate than he has been early in the ball game. Those first 2 innings, pretty good ball, and then last inning he gave up a couple walks, and now one here. That pitch too low, so ball 3 to Crosco, 3 in a row. Elijah steps back in. He's probably got a red light, I would think. Big lead over at first base. Pitch right down the middle. Call strike one, definitely was taken all the way. Okay, coming back, ready to go is Vasquez. And the pitch, swinging and a miss on a good break. Looked like that splitter to me. Really took a dive. Started low and then just dove. So full count now. Elijah got 3-0, but then the last 2. Here's the pitch. Swung on. It's a ground ball. Chopper, slow roller. Second base is only going to have 1 play, and that's go to first. So the ground out moves the runner over, but that gives us 2 outs. 4-3 is the out. Diego advanced to second base, and now coming to the plate is number 6, Derek Warren. I got to undo my stuff here. I don't know what I did there. So he's out on a let's see. Here's the pitch. Right down the middle, called strike one. Derek is 0 for 1. He grounded out to the second baseman his first time through. 0-1 to count. There's pitch number 2, and he'll foul that off to the right side and out of play. So strike 2. Derek will have to shorten up here and protect the plate. He has a runner in scoring position, and we need those runs. We're in the bottom of the fourth, 2 outs, and it's 8-0 in favor of the Storm. And the pitch. Strike 3. Called him out on the inside fastball. Kind of slow doing it, and the fans were going, oh, like they couldn't believe he didn't call it, and then he rings him up. So the Bulldogs get no hits, no runs, no errors. They leave 1 runner on base as we go into the top of the 5th, 8-0 in favor of the Storm.
Additional discounts! Additional discounts! Decor of Carlsbad is now offering additional discounts on all remaining inventory. Warehouses are being emptied and all is being offered on a first-come, first-sold basis. It must be sold. Living room, bedroom, dining room, mattresses, and more all being sold. Bring your truck or trailer and haul away the savings. After over 50 years, Decor of Carlsbad is calling it quits with additional discounts on all remaining inventory. Decor of Carlsbad, 815 West Mermont. Don't miss it.
Bob Reed Pest Control is committed to providing the most modern pest management solutions for homes and businesses. Bob Reed can handle every aspect of pest control, from general insects to trees, shrubs, yard treatment, and commercial weed control. And they're the only Centricon termite colony elimination system authorized operator in southeast New Mexico. No job is too big or too small. Bob Reed Pest Control, southeast New Mexico's pest management professionals. Find them online at bobreedpestcontrol.com or call 575-623-5344. Serving all of southeast New Mexico.
Welcome back here. We got some changes, and I was trying to see who went to second base. So we've got a new pitcher, we got a new third baseman, and we got a new second baseman. And so coming on to pitch is Lucas Atkins wearing number 10. Jack goes to third, and Elijah Carrasco goes to second from third. So our defense, Campbell, Whitmire, Flores, left to right. Byers, Fuentes, Carrasco, Pacheco, third to first. Usherwood still catching. And now pitching Lucas Atkins, the big right-hander. There's a line drive, right center on the first pitch. That's a gapper. It's going to go all the way to the wall, rounding second base and holding up there on the first pitch double is number 4, Caleb Sandoval. He is now 3 for 3, 2 singles and a double. As the Whitmire and Flores out there couldn't get to it, got between them, went all the way to the wall on a hard hit, line drive out there. At the plate, Santino Williams. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss on a good curveball from Lucas Atkins. Strike 1. He's on the far right side of the rubber. He bends down over his knee in the stretch. Now set to the plate. Curveball again. Strike 2. Caught the outside corner. Good pitch. As again, he bends over his left leg. Has the ball behind his back. Comes set now to the plate. Swing and a miss. Drop ball. Gonna throw it down to third, and we get him at third base. So good job there by Usherwood. Dropped the third strike, so the runner will go to third, but the runner at second trying to advance, and he sees it. He throws him out. Byers catches it. Perfect throw right at the front of the bag. He runs right into it for out number 1. So drop third strike. Let's see here. I got to figure this out. It's coming to the plate, another lefty. First pitch, he hits it deep to right field. It hits the right field wall. And coming to getting it was Flores quickly. He'll hold him up to a double, and the runner at first had to hold up. So he had to wait, so he only makes it to third. All right, so Man, I got to figure this out quickly here. At the plate now. Swing and a miss for big number 12. Actually coming in to bat for number 5, Noah Segura is number 12. I got to figure out the play before. Here's the pitch, swung on, hit hard to center field. Back goes Whitmire. I think it's got over his head. It'll one hop into the fence. 2 runs will score. He'll go all the way to third on the triple. There's going to be a play at third base. Oh, and it goes by Jack on the bounce, so he's safe over there. So the triple off the wall in center field. The score now 10-0. It's Peyton Noah. Let's see here. So at the plate is Anthony Delangel. And I don't know what I did. I missed something on my scorebook, but that's okay. First pitch he sees bounces up there for ball 1. He is 1 for 3. Delangel, the leadoff batter, shortstop. He hit a home run in the first inning, grounded out and reached on an error his last at bat. Second at bat grounded out. And 1-0 the pitch. 10-0 in favor of the Storm. I've got 9-0 on my plate on my scorebook, but I think I messed up somewhere. Strike called. Well, I'm sorry. Ball 2 missed outside. Boy, and Usher would turn around and say, "Where'd that miss?" I thought it was a strike also. But 2-0 now to Delangel. Atkins to the plate. Outside, ball 3. Good job there by Usherwood. Made sure that ball didn't get by him. It was over in the left-handed batter's box. He backstabbed it, kept it there. Atkins ready to go. Here's the pitch. Right down the middle. He strokes it into left. Oh, good play. I thought it was going to get over it, and it dove, and a good play out there by shortstop Jet Fuentes as he went into the hole and caught that line drive for out number 2. Runner stays put. That'll bring to the gummit. So number 25 to the plate, Caleb Budiger. He'll look at a ball down and in, and good stop there by Usherwood. I'm going to have to go back and fix my stuff here. Here's the pitch. Ball 2. And the pitch. So 3-0 the count. And the pitch, down and in. Ball 4, Budiger. He'll go down to first base. I've got my scorebook completely screwed up. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get it fixed. All right, Atkins with runners on the corners. Swing and a cut for foul ball. It's number 17 at the plate, Herman, the number 3 batter in the lineup. I tell you, I got off on one of those plays that was a little bit different on my scorebook here, and I cannot figure out where I messed up. So I'm just going to leave it alone. 2 down. We're in the top half of the 5th. The Bulldogs are down to their last 3 outs right now. If they don't get at least 1 run, it'll be a 10-run rule, but they're still playing defense with 2 outs and runners on the corners. Atkins came in to start to pitch in this inning. There's another ball, so the count runs to 2-1. All right, and the pitch. That one's going to catch the outside corner on a backdoor curveball. I tell you what, Benjamin Herman, the catcher, did not like the call. 2-2 with 2 outs. He shook his head as he backed out. And the pitch swung on, and he got him. That'll end the threat. They score 2 runs, though. It's 10-0 as we go into the bottom of the 5th. The Artesia Bulldogs got to get at least 1 run here to keep this game going. We will take a break, and we'll be right back.
Need extra storage? At Champion Storage in Artesia, we built a brand new, fully secure facility with fencing, 24/7 digital video surveillance, and personalized gate codes for your peace of mind. You never have to wait in line. Pick your unit. Choose from 5x10 all the way up to 10x30. Complete the rental and get your gate code online in just minutes. That's right, all from your phone or computer. Secure, household or business storage. Fast, simple, and safe. Visit championstorage.com and get started today.
Devon Energy is now hiring in the Permian Basin. As one of the country's largest independent producers of oil and natural gas, we have exciting opportunities for people with a variety of skills and experience. We're looking for people in the Artesia community who work with integrity, dedication, and innovation. Seize this opportunity for competitive pay and comprehensive benefits. Start your career with Devon Energy today. Apply at careers.devonenergy.com. Devon Energy. Commitment runs deep. Go Bulldogs.
All right, we're going into the bottom of the 5th inning. The Artesia Bulldogs coming to bat, down 10-0 to the 13-0 Cleveland Storm. Coming to the plate will be Charlie Campbell. And I apologize, that last inning I fouled up on my scorebook and on my iPad. And, you know, they don't stop the game when you foul up here, so I was trying to catch up, and I never found where I'd made a mistake, and so I'm just going to have to finish out the game without the scorebook. So I won't be able to give you exactly accurate stats. In fact, I won't even try to give you stats at the end. But right now the Bulldogs got 3 outs to get at least 1 run across the plate. The pitcher is staying right where he's at. Staying in there. Xavier Vasquez, he's thrown 76 pitches through 4 full innings. Now he's going to stay in there for the 5th, at least to start it, and if Bulldogs start putting something together that may take him out. Charlie steps in. The lefty ready to go from the stretch to the set to the plate. Swung on, fouls back to the right side into the net for strike 1. On deck is Jet Whitmire, and then we'll be back to the top of the order. Our second Jet, or first Jet, however you look at them. Jet and Jet. Jet Whitmire, then Jet Fuentes. Vasquez comes set and to the plate. And that's down and in, ball 1. So 1-1 now, the count. Guess Charlie takes a big step out. Now he steps back in. Lee talked about this last week, and Charlie, no batting gloves. Here's the pitch. Called, strike 2, just right across the middle of the plate. So 1-2 now the count. Campbell steps back in. And the pitch. Fouls it back into the catcher's face mask, I think. Bounced off to the right side, but he's okay. Whatever it hit, it bounced way off to the right. Oh, and then the coach over there, first base coach for the Bulldogs, airmails it to the catcher. They get it back quick. All right, so it'll be 1-2 the count to Charlie's. He's going to step back in and cover the plate. Got to get base runners. Got to get at least 1 run across. It'll be the 10-run rule. Vasquez to the plate, outside, ball 2, 2-2 now. Playing pretty much straight away, although the center fielder, well, they're all kind of shifted. I take it back, they're all kind of shifted over to the right side. Well, the right fielder's playing straight, but shallow. Left and center playing shifted to the right side. Here's the pitch, high and away, ball. So full count now to Charlie. I'll be up here all weekend. The Bulldogs will play tomorrow, as will the Goddard Rockets, and then they'll both play on Saturday. Goddard took the loss earlier to La Cueva, 8-1. Here's the pitch. That's going to be ball 4, too low. Boy, the catcher came up to throw it around the horn. Cleveland fans are complaining. The catcher, Herman, was fixing to fire to third. They called it a ball, so the Walk puts Campbell down, a leadoff walk, nobody out, and Jet Whitmire coming to the plate. Snap throw over, not in time. Charlie just casually steps back in. I think Vasquez just did that to remind him he's over there. Charlie gets his front foot out about 12 feet. Ball's outside. Ball 1 to Jet. Whitmire on deck is Jet Fuentes, and in the hole, Jack Byers. Although Jack, yeah, he'll still be batting there because he went from pitcher to third. Charlie front foot out about 12 feet. Vasquez comes set. He looks over at Charlie, now to the plate. A little bit low. Ball 2. All right, everybody getting reset as Jet pulled the card out of his back pocket. Looked at it, now back in, ready to go. Off and running is Charlie. Swung on, high fly ball over to left field. The left fielder fades over and makes the play. Charlie will go back to first base. Out there in left field, number 4, Caleb Sandoval. And that's out number 1, and the guys up in the press box got it wrong. Jet Fuentes, unless he said that. It didn't sound like it. Jet Fuentes stepping in. 1 out, runner at first is Campbell. He goes back to the bag as he threw it over. Charlie about 6'4", that the first baseman about. There's a pop fly to the right side in foul territory. The first baseman, who I was about to talk about, will make the pop fly out for out number 2. And that'll bring Jack Byers to the plate. Got to get that run across. Campbell over there at first base. What I was going to say is that first baseman is a big kid, Noah Segura. He's about the same height as Charlie, about 6'4", and heavier. Just a little thicker than Charlie Campbell. There's some big kids on these teams. All right, Jack steps in. Here's the pitch. Outside, ball 1. So 0-1 to count. The pitch. Called, strike 1 on the outside corner. Next pitch, swing and a miss. Good pitch. Good fastball. Still live fastball from Vasquez, who now has thrown 76 total pitches. Well, no, I'm not keeping track. He's probably up around 85, 86 now. 1-2, and that, I thought they were going to strike him out. So did the crowd. I don't know if you heard that. Ooh, just misses outside. Jack let it go by. Ooh, that was a close one to let go by, but it is a ball. Jack's got a fantastic eye at the plate. So count now 2-2 with 2 outs. Campbell with his lead over first. The pitch, too far out. Full count now to Byers. And the pitch, swung on, fouled off to now to play over to the lower field, the JV field off to the right side. So he'll stay alive, full count. Full count. Vasquez comes set. And the pitch. And that is strike 3. And Byers didn't like the call. He had already tossed his bat. That will end the ball game in 5. 10-run rule as the Artesia Bulldogs fall to the Cleveland Storm. And man, I'm telling you, these fans act like they won the World Series. They're 13-0 and now 14-0, but I guess they knew who they were playing. A good team in Artesia. And so the final score, 10-0. They get 2 in the top of the first, 3 in the third, 3 in the fourth, and 2 in the fifth. Bulldogs unable to get a run across. And I don't show any hits for Artesia. Is that right? Yeah, I think it is. A no-hitter for Vasquez. Bulldogs had 2 errors and left 4 runners on base. Cleveland got 7 hits in those 10 runs. Jack takes the loss, and Vasquez takes the win for the Storm. So let me look real quick at the schedule. And they're really clapping for their Storm. You know, that's good. Cleveland Storm fans are good fans and cheering for them. So Goddard played in game 1 this morning at 10. We had it here on KSVPTV.com. They lost to La Cueva 8-1, and so they play tomorrow at 12:30. They'll be playing the loser of St. Pius and Carlsbad. That'll be Goddard. And La Cueva will play tomorrow at 5:30, which I think is the late game. It is. They'll be playing tomorrow at 5:30. The winner of St. Pius and Carlsbad. On the lower half of the bracket, Artesia and Cleveland. That game started at 12:30. Our game started at 12:30. It's now over here at 2:09. Bulldogs fall in 5, 10-0 to the Storm. So Artesia will play tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. And they'll be taking on the loser of Albuquerque Academy or Rio Rancho. And that game is coming up here at 3. So in about 50 minutes, it'll be the Rams against the Chargers. And whoever falls in that game will play the Artesia Bulldogs in the morning at 10 a.m. So tomorrow, we'll just be flipped. Today I had Goddard at 10 and the Bulldogs at 12:30. Tomorrow morning we will have the Bulldogs at 10 and the Goddard Rockets at 12:30. On the other side of the bracket, Cleveland will take on the winner of Rio Rancho and Albuquerque Academy tomorrow at 3. So that kind of sets up the balance, or at least tomorrow, how we're going to be playing. So you can tune in right here in the morning, Bulldog fans, 10 a.m. We'll have it KSVP Radio, AM 9. I think we'll have it on the radio and on all of our other stuff. I'm pretty sure. 10 a.m. Bulldogs taking on the loser of Albuquerque Academy and Rio Rancho. And then following that game at 12:30, we'll flip over to the Goddard channel on KSVPTV.com and KSVP YouTube. And it'll be Goddard taking on the loser of St. Pius and Carlsbad. So on behalf of Wildman and Gene Dow back in the studio, this is Joby Hodling saying I hope you have a great rest of your day, and we'll be back here in the morning live probably about 20 till 10, somewhere in that range, for the pregame show right here on KSVPTV.com. We'll be on KSVP Radio and KSVP Radio on Facebook and TV on YouTube. Have a great day.
Mac Energy Corporation is working to develop today's energy with tomorrow's technology. Technological advancements in recent years have presented new possibilities for exploration. Mac Energy strives to use these advances and stay abreast of innovative technology to ensure that our company is a forerunner in the quest for energy in the years to come. More importantly, Mac Energy Corporation is committed to being an advocate of the communities around us as we focus on youth, education, and innovative projects that address local issues. To learn more about Mac Energy, our affiliates, and our commitment to our youth and community, visit us at MEC.com.
Are you looking for a place where faith feels like family, where hope is alive and hearts are open? Come join us this Sunday at First Methodist Artesia. Whether you're new to church or just looking for a fresh start, there's a seat waiting for you. Sunday school starts at 9 a.m. Worship begins at 10:15 with powerful music, a message that speaks to life, and a community that cares. We have kids programs, coffee, and connection. It's all here. So come as you are. Come find your purpose. Come be part of something bigger. First Methodist Artesia, 500 West Grand. We can't wait to see you.
Home health care is health care in the comfort of your own home when you cannot care for yourself. Home care services can help someone who has chronic health care issues, medical setbacks, or health impairments. J&J Home Care has the best skilled nurses and therapists for any of your special needs. So why pick a stranger to care for those you love when you can pick your beloved neighbor with over 30 years of experience? J&J Home Care is here for all your home care needs. Call us now at 575-746-2892 or visit us at jjhc.org.
Central Valley Electric is continually learning and advancing technology that improves electric service, reliability, and safety, and in turn enhancing the quality of life for members that we serve in our local communities. CVE offers an account management program called Smart Hub that allows members to track their usage, set up convenient pay methods, and the ability to manage their energy use with smart technologies. A secure system such as Smart Hub is an easy tool to use. To sign up, visit cvecoop.org and click Smart Hub to get started.
There is a